wondered if your liver is toxic? Today I'm going to share with you 25 different signs that your liver needs some love. So let's dig into today's very impactful, extremely helpful video for you to understand if you need to start a liver detox today. Today I want to share with you an assortment of symptoms that are related to an imbalanced, improperly working liver. So as I go through this list of 25 different signs of liver imbalance, you might check off quite a few, and that's very normal, but it is a sign your body is communicating through symptoms that it's time to look at a liver detox. And so make sure you watch to the end of the video. I'm going to share with you how to specifically detox your liver and where you can get more information to do that. One of the things many of us don't realize is that the liver plays a significant role in our overall optimal wellness. Your liver is responsible for 500 to 600 different reactions in your body every day. It is a very integral part to your wellness. And if it's not optimized, if it's not humming and working and functioning well, then things can take a dip. So I'm excited to share with you these signs. Number one is constipation. If you're constipated, your liver needs some love. Number two, if you find yourself irritable or angry a lot, that's actually my go-to emotion is anger. It might shock many of you, but yeah, that's my go-to. And that's always when I know I need to do a liver detox if I'm feeling angsty, angry, or irritated. Number three, you're experiencing an assortment of hormonal imbalances. Men, women, teens, preteens. Our livers need love if you are registering imbalances in estrogen, too high or too low, not enough progesterone. If you're also experiencing hormonal imbalances with your blood sugar. So hormones aren't just reproductive hormones, but it's an assortment, a cascade of hormones. The liver plays a big role in balancing those out. Number four, if you're experiencing cysts or fibroids anywhere in your body. For women, we often will experience cysts or fibroids in our breast tissue, our uterine lining, and our ovaries. For men, it's not uncommon for men to experience masses or cysts on their prostate or within their prostate gland. That's a sign we need to support the liver. Number five, this is one that is totally never on anybody's charts. If you are dealing with liver imbalance, your right shoulder, the back of your shoulder, and your right neck will have soreness. And the neck and shoulder are corresponding specifically to your liver. So that's a sign if you're especially noticing that right side, neck, shoulder pain, it might be your liver that needs some love. Number six is high cholesterol levels. This includes high triglyceride levels, and I even include an elevation in C-reactive protein in this category because it's a sign of inflammation that your liver is dealing with. Number seven will be individuals who experience in lab testing, they show or register elevations in liver enzymes. This does not necessarily require you to be off the charts or listed as high, but it could be on the higher range of normal. You definitely do not want to be like borderline high. Number eight is if you consume too much Tylenol. So if you are a daily Tylenol consumer or a once a month kind of for 4 or 5 day Tylenol consumer, Tylenol is very harmful for the liver, and it is a sign that your consumption, if you can make a switch, and I recommend switching to like CBD, that's a really good resource for pain management and inflammation management. But if you are consuming Tylenol, you definitely want to do some liver detoxing. Number nine is if you consume one or more pharma medications a day. And the average American consumes 6 to 8 medications a day. So if you fall in that category or are consuming 3 or 4, definitely take some time to love your liver. Number 10 is if you experience dark urine. Dark urine will be a very significant sign that certain things are not happening within the liver, specifically that you're not breaking down certain metabolites, and that can lead to a darkening of your urine color. Now, this is not just in the morning, it can be throughout the day, but the morning void, so the first urination of the morning, is a really good true sign of that detox process. So if it's darker, orangier, kind of not bloody by any means, but it's going to have a darker kind of yellowy brown color to it, then that's a sign we need to definitely detox your liver. So in editing, I realized I skipped right over number 11, which is itchy skin. This can be skin that's irritated and itchy, scalp that's itchy, and it can even borderline psoriasis and eczema. So if you find that one particular area of your body is itchy and nowhere else, it might not necessarily have to be scaly, but just itchy, irritated skin, then that is a sign your liver needs to be detoxed. Number 12 is if you find you bruise easily. Like you all of a sudden you're taking a shower and holy cow, you look down and where'd that bruise come from? That's a sign that your liver is not functioning properly, and definitely want to make sure you're detoxing your liver. Number 13 is a combination of holding fluid, so retaining fluid, and dealing with mild to moderate edema or swelling, particularly swelling in the lower extremities, feet, ankles, and legs. For many of you who follow me frequently, you know I'm a lymphatic therapist, so swelling of the legs and edema is right up in my category of expertise. And I'm always cognizant of patients who don't have necessarily lymphatic disorders, but are frequently swelling, and it's corresponding to maybe Tylenol use or consuming alcohol or certain things that are going to trigger an imbalance with the liver, and then swelling is occurring. That's a big, big sign that we need to get your liver detoxed. Number 14 is one a lot of us can relate to, and it is feeling fatigued, and overwhelmingly fatigued and tired. Fatigued and tired all the time can sometimes correspond to iron production, which the liver is a big part of that. So definitely, if you're feeling fatigued, make sure when you are going to your clinician or your doctor's office, make sure you ask for an iron and ferritin value. That will give us a sense of where your iron is and see how well the liver is functioning. 15 is if you experience frequent nausea and or vomiting. And this is something that can be periodic throughout the month, that maybe 3 or 4 days out of the month you're experiencing nausea. It could be any time of the day, or if you're experiencing a lot of vomiting. Sometimes that can be in relation to bile production, and bile maybe not moving the right way out of the digestive process into the small intestine and moving towards the duodenum and towards the stomach. So that's really important to zero in on detoxing the liver, because that can help bile produce and function in the right method and exit the right way out of the body. Number 16 is abdominal pain. So this region right under the rib cage is where individuals experience pain, and often lightning sharp shooting pains. They're electrical kind of strikes can be common, especially if we're dealing with gallbladder imbalances. So definitely be mindful. And the liver is actually kind of under the left chest all the way to the right rib cage. So there's a big space that the liver occupies. So just be cognizant of potential pain, or if you palpate and you notice you're palpating in and around the edge of your rib cage and it's uncomfortable to palpate, we might be dealing with a little inflammation or swelling of the liver. Number 17 relates to low vitamin D levels. Vitamin D is synthesized by the liver, and when we have low levels, and when we're talking low, like anything below 75 is what we consider some degree of a low or reduced imbalance level. If you are testing your vitamin D and you're at a level 13, well, that is really, really suboptimal. Even 35, that will usually be categorized as normal, and okay is not okay. So aim for high levels of vitamin D every day, aiming to have a total vitamin D3 value of 84 to 100 is ideal. 18 is if you find that you're exercising or making changes to your diet and you hit a weight loss plateau. The liver has a big role to play in the glycogen and the synthesis and the conversion of our capacity to burn fat. And it plays a big role in our metabolic adaptation. And if you're interested in that, comment down below, let me know. I'm working on some content in the month of April that will really detail a lot about metabolic transition and adaptation. So let me know if you're interested in me delving way deeper. But just know that if you experience that, then your liver might be a good source to zero in on detoxing, and it could put you over that plateau. Number 19 is if you experience pale or lighter colored, grayish, greasy colored stool. So greasy meaning it's got a kind of shiny sheen to it. Sometimes a caramel lighter color. We want our maximum bile production to yield a very dark colored bowel movement. Anything that is in the lighter tones of brown is a sign the liver is not producing enough bile, and that bile production ends up causing all sorts of imbalances and hormonal distress and dysregulation. Number 20 is if you drink 2 to 4 cups of alcohol, or glasses, or pints, or whatever, of alcohol, and it includes shots. So if you're consuming 2 to 4 a week, that's a sign that we should detox your liver. And by the way, alcohol is one of the worst toxins for your liver. So if you are experiencing a lot of these symptoms I've highlighted, then definitely cut out alcohol for a period of time while you detox and clear out and nourish your liver. 21 is if you experience bloating, and this could be bloating that is chronic. You just always feel like you're holding extra kind of gas and just puffiness in the abdominal region, or if you experience bloating after a meal. This could be immediately, 20 minutes after, it could be 3 to 4 hours after. Bloating is a sign of digestive distress, and that has a significant role in how the liver is processing. So the liver can be a source, it can be a cause. 22 includes a loss of appetite. If you notice like, I'm not hungry anymore, or, oh, I skipped lunch and I don't even feel hungry. That's always a sign that the liver needs some love when we're experiencing a loss of appetite. And if you do experience that, I always recommend patients make sure they call their clinician and get a chem panel and have them evaluate your liver enzymes. This might be a sign of a fatty liver or other complications with your liver. 23 is a condition that we don't always connect that it's the liver at play, but it can be a discoloration of the eye, the actual eye itself, where the whites of your eyes are not nearly as white as they used to be. They don't have to have a jaundice tinge to them, but they can be kind of dimmed. And at the corner of the eye, there can be this kind of yellowy, kind of dotted, almost plaquey like kind of consistency. It's on the skin at the corner of your eye. That's a sign that your liver needs some love. 24 is really common for a lot of adults, and it is bleeding gums and even a bleeding nose. Frequent nosebleeds are connected to the liver. And my last and final, 25, is if you experience vision changes. This doesn't necessarily have to be like correctional vision changes where you're going up or down in terms of your capacity to see far or near, but it can be blurriness, sometimes the little floaters, more intensity with that. Maybe things just don't seem as in focus. And cataracts can be a big sign. So those are 25 signs and reasons why you should consider detoxing your liver. And as promised in the beginning of this video, I want to share with you some tools to detox your liver. First, I want to mention, and I'm going to pitch for you my masterclass on a healthier gut, a happier you. This is a masterclass specifically focused on gut healing. And at the heart of this masterclass is an assortment of liver-focused detoxing tools, methodologies, techniques, and resources for you. So make sure if you're experiencing any gut imbalances, click on the link down below where you can sign up for that masterclass. I'm excited for you to take part in that. Now, the other thing that I recommend is for individuals to grab dandelion and milk thistle. Those are two powerful herbals that are great for nourishing and detoxing your liver, and they will greatly fortify the function of your liver. I'm also going to recommend 2 supplements down below in my full script store, automatic 10% off, that are my go-to, that I use frequently and deploy with my patients that I think you will benefit from, that also have a little bit more oomph in terms of supporting your liver. So friends, my question of the day, which of these are you experiencing? Type in the number or numbers and let me know. I'd love to hear what you're experiencing. And as always, let me know if there are any specific health concerns or questions you have. And I'm going to recommend, if you love this type of content, I would love for you to join my weekly email list. I have a specific email that goes out to patients, continuing to educate them and highlighting even new and unique information that you might not find here on YouTube. So if you really want to stay connected with the resources and information I communicate, I hope you'll sign up for my email list. Link down below. Thanks everybody. I hope you enjoyed this. If you liked it, give me a thumbs up, comment down below, and I'll see you on my next video.